Hello, grade 7s. We're moving on to geography, and we're going to be learning about the structure of the Earth. If you look at our planet and you see our world, you can see at the top is the surface where the ocean is and we live on land, but underneath us is a crust. It's the dark outer layer that you can see, and then inside on that brown area is the mantle. Then you get the core, which is the outer core and inner core. So the yellow part is the inner core and the red part is the outer core. This is very, very, very hot. The crust is the solid outer part of the earth, so it'll be like the shell of a nut or the shell of an egg. The mantle is the area of molten rock beneath the crust. The core is the center of the earth, and this is made up, you can see on this diagram, between the outer and inner core. Here's another picture that I have, the structure of the earth. You can see the crust, the mantle, the outer core, and the inner core. There are layers that make up the Earth's core, which you can see in that picture. The Earth's crust is divided into the oceanic crust and the continental crust. The ocean crust is younger than the continental crust because it is continuously changing by erupting volcanoes on the ocean floor. So these volcanoes occur in the ocean. The Earth's core is divided into the inner core and outer core that you can see on the picture. And with this cross section, you can see this chunk of the Earth's been cut out, and you can see the crust where we live, the mantle, the outer core, and the inner core. Tectonic plates and movement. This is where it starts to get a bit interesting. You can see there's a picture of the world. So the Earth is divided up into plates. If you have a look at North America, there's a fault line that runs along there. That's called the San Andreas Fault. This causes a lot of earthquakes because the plates are continuously moving. Thank heavens, if you have a look at where we are in South Africa, we don't have any of those. So we don't have earthquakes. We'll have tremors, that's from the mines, and we will have no volcanoes. So we're very fortunate to be living where we live. Tectonic plates float on the liquid mantle below the Earth's crust, as we saw when we looked at the cross sections. Some plates are in the ocean and some are on land, and there are also some plates that are on land and on the ocean. The words that you have to become familiar with, as we discussed, tectonic plates, the giant sections of the Earth's crust. Plate margins are the edges of the tectonic plates. Geological time is the measure of time over millions of years, not months, not weeks, not days. So these movements and occurrences happen over many, many, many years. Convection currents are the circular movements of material in the mantle. This occurs when the inner core of the Earth, the inner and outer core, heat up and they start causing the mantle of the Earth to move. This is a convection current. If you have a look at the picture on the right-hand side, you can see the arrows. So as the heat comes through, it starts making the molten rock move. Okay, that breaks through into the Earth's crust, and that's when volcanoes are formed. Tectonic plates move very slowly. The edges of these plates are called margins. As we discussed, tectonic plates move at the same speed as your fingernails grow, but this is extremely, extremely fast in geological time. The heat from the Earth's core creates convection currents that are there in the mantle on the picture on the right. This movement in the mantle causes tectonic plates that float on the Earth's crust to move. In some places, a new crust is made as liquid rock bubble from the mantle. That's the earthquake. The new crust is made when a volcano erupts. On the next slide, you're going to see an erupting volcano. So it's quite interesting. It's a mammoth occurrence. It's very exciting to see. Okay, if you're standing on the edge of that volcano, you'll burn to a crisp. So people have recorded this from a distance away. but it's still very, very effective and exciting. The new words that we have in this is volcano. That is the opening of the Earth's crust through which lava and ash erupt. Lava is the molten rock that cools on the Earth's surface.